And I'm Marnie Hughes. We begin this hour with perspective on the health of our country as it relates to the coronavirus pandemic. According to the latest numbers from Johns Hopkins University, the U.S. reported more than 59,000 new cases yesterday. This is the highest daily total in nearly 3 months. The country is nearing the 8 million mark for confirmed cases since the first case was reported in late January. And the nationwide death toll yesterday at nearly 1,000 for a total of more than 217,000.
Teachers, students, and families across the country are still trying to navigate virtual learning and staying safe in the classrooms. Our research team looked at different states taking different approaches, and here are some examples for you. Iowa's Republican governor ordered in-person learning, but the Des Moines School District defied that order, and now it's taking steps toward a hybrid approach. In Arkansas, schools are required to be open 5 days a week, but they can offer virtual or hybrid options. In Florida, schools are also required to stay open 5 days a week. The state has two of the largest districts in the country, Broward and Miami-Dade. Both are back open after resisting that rule. Meantime, in Texas, school systems were allowed to start with remote instruction with the goal of getting everyone back in class after a few weeks. And new this hour, rapid COVID-19 tests are going to Texas school districts as part of a pilot program. News Nation's Marky Martin in Dallas for us tonight to show us how it works. Marky?
Joe, just this week, both Texas and Arkansas announced their plans to bring rapid COVID testing to the classroom. As you just mentioned, here in Texas, it's just a pilot program to see how it helps in mitigating the spread of the virus. But across the country, districts are really implementing whatever is financially feasible to help fortify campus.
In the most unprecedented academic year we have yet to see, quick and constant safety upgrades are hitting school campuses.
And this is the first time we've developed a plan for sentinel testing or surveillance testing that goes beyond simply symptomatic or exposure type testing.
The governors of Arkansas and Texas both announcing the introduction of rapid COVID testing in schools, a slow experiment here in Texas, beginning with 8 districts.
On the weekends, a lot of exposure takes place. Kids travel to each other's homes, they go out of town, and they come back.
Shane Rasco is the superintendent of Lampasas ISD in Texas, one of the districts to receive the test touting 15-minute results. He says his school was dealing with problematic delays in identifying which students had the virus. Without previous access to rapid testing, families were traveling to surrounding areas to get it done.
Local health authority would not be contacted for several days in relation to a positive test. So we were having some delays in relationship to being able to close contact, trace those kids.
The new testing option, a relief for parents like Emily Stone, who made the choice to send her first grader back to the classroom this year.
The best decision for her was to go back to school. She's just that type of kid. She thrives more on social interaction.
In addition to testing, collecting protective gear an undertaking in and of itself for schools across the country.
We've worked really hard at making sure that we ordered enough.
This campus warehouse in Austin filled to the brim with disposable masks and face shields for students and staff. 3.1 million masks have come and gone here.
The first thing we do is put our gown on.
Even school nurses have a different uniform in 2020. In New York, Peg Puma says this much gear is a first in her 16 years, and that nurses' radars are heightened this semester for signs and symptoms of COVID-19.
What's hard is that the parents aren't always very happy with what we have to say, and unfortunately, we're just following the state and county health department guidelines.
Now, because it is just a pilot program here in Texas, that means staff and students have to opt in to take part. So for some students, depending on age, that means parental permission has to come into play. Schools here in Texas can currently sign up to apply for the rapid testing. And Governor Greg Abbott has said that he hopes to see the rapid testing ramp up across the state. For now, reporting live in Dallas tonight, Marky Martin, News Nation.
All right, Marky, thank you very much.